3A Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime. A figure that has been highly anticipated in my collection for so long. And let me tell you, is this giant worth it? Hey, my name is Brick Breaks, and yes, it's worth it. But before we get into the big boy himself, a look at his gigantic fucking box. If you've already watched the live stream unboxing of this thing, you already know what it looks like, but fuck it. His face right there, Transformers in Japanese. You can even put it in English right there. How generous of them. Side view, other side view. Oh, fuck. Now this box has got to be the smallest car sticker I've ever fucking seen. The back, Autobot symbol, more shit that I can't read it. Fuck. That was a hassle. Onto the figure. This has been something I've been waiting for so long, as you probably know already. Ever since 2019, I've been wanting to get my hands on this thing, and this has got to be one of the best purchases I've ever made. So let's get into these details real quick, shall we? Starting with that just gorgeous face sculpt. If I can get him stabilized. I had this problem in the live stream. Optimus, you son of a bitch. There's the face. God damn it, that is beautiful. I mean, just the amount of detail they put into... I should probably bring his arm down so he doesn't knock over the camera. Just the amount of detail they put into this figure is just mind-blowing. And if you can see me in the mirror that I have for our closet door, hi. But look at him. The weathering, the dirt, the rust, the paint shipping, which was intentional by 3A, all just adds to him. And if we spin him around here, there's this button back here. You push that, and his eyes light up. My back is starting to hurt. If at any point I go to third person view, it's because doing this review at first person is just too much of a bitch. We're actually just going to do the whole thing in third person here. But just taking a look at the rest of these details, oh my god, that looks beautiful. The chest, all the paint shipping in his abdomen, the flames. Even the side view mirror, the mirrors on his doors are reflective. I don't know how well you can see that, but you can kind of get the point. I gotta say, if you actual financial idiots decide to buy this thing, be careful with these mirrors. They are very prone to breaking. One of the connection points on the other, on this one right here, is already broken. Luckily, it's staying attached, but be very careful, because if he takes one good shelf dive, those mirrors are breaking for sure. If they had just made them out of a rubbery material, that probably wouldn't be a problem. But moving down the figure, you can see all the flaming detail on his arm, all the paint chips, everything. His fingers, which I have pre-posed for how I display him. And you can see even the wheels look real. The dirt in the tires is such a nice touch. And even more detail. I'm losing my breath filming this. More flames. And if we just spin them around, the back is breathtaking. I mean, just look at it. This thing is not 100% movie accurate as much as I would love to say it. He's missing the trailer hitch right there and a flame streak on his ass pads, but I can easily forgive that. I'm not going to split hairs over it. Well, luckily for you movie supremists, the DLX version and the evasion mode version fix that. As you can just see, great detail all around, and this thing is fucking heavy. This thing, I just can't believe it. heavy as fuck. But I'm going over his articulations. This is gonna be even more of a bitch. Says on a ball joint, got the nice rocker there. Every ball joint can be one of these, of course. Look up that far and look down that far. The shoulders are on a butterfly joint. These doors can somewhat get out of the way for that. I mean, we'll get to that in a minute. Nice clicky rotation ratchet joints. They can move out. Get a swivel here. 90-degree elbow bends. And now for his hands. This is one of the best parts of the premium scale 3A figures. Fully posable. The wrist itself is on a ball joint, so it can swivel, move up, and move down. Even go side to side. His thumb is on a ball joint. His thumb is on a ball joint connection there, so it can go all around and down. And you got a hinge joint, and a hinge joint. 3 hinge joints in the thumb, and 3 hinge joints at the other fingers. They can all curl like that. Unfortunately, he can't do the best fist in the world, but it gets the job done. Moving on, his doors are on ball joints, so they can move all around like that. One thing I will say, sorry if I'm not trying to block your view, guys. One thing that I gotta say is, out of the box, these doors come unattached, and they pop onto the ball joint. Be very careful with that, because again, it's mirrors. These pieces come packaged like that, or you can just splay them out like this. Moving on to his waist section, this is gonna be a real bitch. This piece right here can shift upward to allow an ab shit, and it can rock up back up that far. His whole waist in general is on a ball joint, and it can swivel. I'm losing my breath. His hips can extend. I can't get it to extend, but I don't give a shit. They can come up. They can move. His ass pads can pop off very easily. They're on thin connections. But when you do remove them, they can go back. That far. Jesus. These wheels. Move out of the way, arm. Before we get to the wheels, I just gotta say that these legs can move out that far. Yeah, that's not that much. It is for this size, though. His wheels are on ball joints. This top one is on a ball joint, so it can swivel and go all around, and it's on a hinge too, so it can slide back. And this one's just on a ball joint. So if you want, you can't get that Studio Series look, but that just looks illegal. A tight swivel here. This thing can move out of the way. This panel comes disattached out of the box. 90-degree knee bend. And his feet are on ball joints. I'm not demonstrating that because it's a real bitch. And his toes in particular can do this. Ow. My back is getting sore from doing this review. And his wheels, one of his wheels started popping off, but we're not done yet. There's still he has articulation in his ass, to put it simple. So if we just swivel him around, these ass pads are on ball joints when they're not popping off. Fuck. I'd recommend gluing those in if you get this, but that's just up to you. They can move out of the way like that, but stay on fucking... They go onto very short posts. And some other bits of articulation that I missed, because this thing is just huge and packed with posability. If I can get him stable. Is he stable? Yeah, he's stable. These pieces here can move up and down. And back up. These bits here can extend. And that's it for the articulation. Oh wait, there's even one more. This tank on the shoulder can move out of the way to allow more room for posability. Are we done? I hope we're done. And if I missed a piece of articulation, well, I don't give a shit. This thing is just huge in every sense of the term. Now going over his accessories. You do get some knuckle dusters that look just gorgeous, and they look like CGI. And the way they work is, bring his arm up. That just slides onto his hand like that, and now he can punch out Shockwave's kidneys. I don't know why they did not make a 3A's premium scale Shockwave. Whatever though. And you do get an impressive pair of swords. One of them's already attached. Again, just awesome. And to install these, well, he can hold them as handheld weapons, but you can just remove those caps. Remove the knuckle dusters for this. There's a slot right up in there. They just tab in, and that looks pretty impressive. Let's back him up and get those swords in frame. Wow. Yeah. And so there's one more light up feature. Gotta focus in on his abs. There's a button on the back of one of his gas tanks. His sword just knocked over something. There's a button right here. Oh, his ass pad just fell off again. If you push that, bring him back around. Those lights on his stomach light up. God. And now we just gotta bring this back all the way. Size comparison. We just gotta dislodge him. Here he is with Masterpiece Dinobot. We'll bring him over here so he has a little bit of an advantage. And Dinobot is just dwarfed by this thing. Alright, Dinobot, put your ass back on your stand. That's basically it. This thing doesn't transform. Thank God. Because if it did transform, my back... If it did transform, I'd be in the hospital right now getting back surgery. Because of how just huge this thing is. And then again, his ass pad back on. He can't be going around without his ass pads. And even the ass pads have shipping on them. That's just... Let's just get a final shot of the figure for some final thoughts. Should you buy this? If you have the money, fuck yeah. But if you, and even if you don't have the space, still get it. It's just that awesome. Well, these things are a real investment, and I definitely cannot stop myself. I'm already saving up for Megatron. That should be coming in a few months, I promise. And I know I streamed this on the 14th when it arrived, 14th of January. So I'd say, sorry this took so long. You should be used to it by now. Subscribe for more videos. They come out every 4 years. So, this thing's just awesome. Packed with detail. Huge and kind of hard to articulate. But put all that aside, he's still awesome. So that's going to wrap up this review. Make sure to go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Links in the description. And subscribe for more videos. Again, they come out every 4 years. Like the video, comment down below what you thought of the review and the figure, and I'll see you all next time.